What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. So it's been a long time. I've not done any videos. So the reason is quite simple. I was locked in, trying to make as much losses and learn from them. So I took a one loss and one win. I don't consider it as a winning trade for now on because it is still running. But I like the way I entered the trade. And there is one loss that I avoided, which is right in front of you, and I'm gonna go through it real quick. I hope y'all did not take the loss, but I guess a lot of people took it. So yeah, so that's what's up. So GBP JPY, the daily was bearish as you can see. Price broke above, under, closed under, so it became bearish. This was a previous structure level. So when the price closed under, it became bearish. You saw this weak candle, this bearish candle right here. And the reason I did not enter is because of this bullish candle. Okay, I was waiting for more confirmation. You always have to wait for more confirmation. Wait for the market to show you what it wants to do. So I waited for more confirmation. The daily close like this, I was like, okay, it's a non-negotiable. I'm not gonna enter unless I have a daily candle which closes under. So guess what? On Thursday, the day I was supposed to take trades on, what happened? Price went all the way down and then came up here and closed. So that means that the price in the market is showing you that it does not want to close under this level. If it closes under, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go under, retest that support level, light resistance level, and then go down. But because it closed above, that means that you know what, you should be expecting the price to go above, retest, and then go up. So this is why I did not enter. Maybe next week we might have a bearish candle, off a candle that closes under, a retest, and then take the sales. Pretty simple. No matter what confirmation you have, if the price closes above the area of interest, do not look at it. The more selective you are on your trades, the more losses you avoid. And if you avoid the most losses, you have to understand that in trading, the goal is not to make money. It's not, but the goal is to not lose money. If you're not losing, you're making money. It might sound a little bit confusing, but that's the reality. Focus on not making money, but focus on not having losses. That's the most important thing right there, period. So the trade I took a loss was Euro GBP. Pretty simple trade. The reason I did not the the mistake that I made is pretty simple. Is because I entered off a support level. I did not see this level. That's why you always have to zoom out and wait for more confirmation. Always wait for more confirmation. The reason, how could I have avoided loss? If I zoom down, I will see that this level is a level of support, and price has been injecting it for multiple days. Even with this big bearish engulfing candle that I was looking at too, the bearish engulfing candle did not manage to close under. So regardless of the fact that the daily turned bearish because this was the previous structure level, you can do it on your own trading view stuff. So this was a high, this was a low. We were going on a downturn price, so it was able to close above. So this became the higher high. This became the higher low, and the price broke under, so it became bearish. So if you want to take the trade, at least wait for the price to come all the way up here. This is a nice area of interest with multiple rejections. Yeah, but here, I'm not sure. If I wanted to enter here, I'll wait for the price to go all the way down, retest, nice pullback with the daily day rejection candle, and then take the sales. GBP I'm still in the trade, which is a real nice trade. I'm not gonna lie, because the daily was bearish, as you can see. Let me zoom in with multiple rejection, one rejection, two, three, even four, and the daily actually rejected it. So definitely went on the 4 hour. I saw this bearish candle on the 4 hour rejecting the upside. I was like, okay, this is beautiful. And these two 4 hour candles, I don't know how you call them, but I mean, I'm pretty familiar with them. So whenever I see these, I'm like, okay, this is a definite rejection. Price managed to go under. I went on a 30 minute, saw this big bearish engulfing candle, entered of it. Maybe came all the way up, and then pricing already in my favor, but now it's pulling back. I believe it's still gonna go down because when you look at the daily candle, there's rejection, and this is very nice. Also, we almost got stopped out right here. The reason we did not get stopped out because of my stop loss were placed. This is the lesson that I've learned from my previous losses. Because usually when I took a trade, I was not interested into the wicks, but now I put the stop loss above the swing high, but I consider the wick as a part of the move. So I put my stop loss right above. If I put my stop loss here, I will have got stop that. But I put my stop loss above. And guess what? On the 30-minute candle, the price did not manage to close above this level. So it did not invalidate our trade. So that's what's up. So for next week, I'm expecting shorts on EJ, Euro JPY. You see this low. There's a lot of rejections here. So all I want for the price to do is do this. Close under this level, retest and take sales. It's really important to look at where the price closes. So USD JPY, I wanted the price to close under, but guess what? The price went up. So what does that mean? It's most likely to go up. It is above our interest. So I'm not interested. GBP JPY, probably the same thing. A daily closure under, and then a retest to yourselves. CAT CHF, I want the price to come all the way up to our interest. Longs, okay. We have EuroCAD. The data is bearish now. I like this candle because usually there is a weak fill after these candles creation. So the data is bearish. I want the price to come back on maybe Wednesday, reject, and they take the sales. GBP CAD had this nice wick to its downside. So it's rejected on the downside. Regardless of the fact that all of these two trades, EuroCAD and GBP CAD, have CAD included, only one of them is going to play out because the Canadian dollar is either going to strengthen or weaken. So I really believe it's going to, well, I'm going to say, I would say strengthen. But let's see. Because the reason I believe the Canadian dollar is going to strengthen is because of the problem between the US and Canada. If there is this war between US and Canada, what will happen is oil prices will rise, and that will affect the Canadian economy positively. So the Canadian dollar will get better. UDCHF, basically the daily is bearish. You see this nice area of interest, multiple rejection. One, two, I'm not gonna count this in 3, 4. So the 4 hour is bullish. All I want the price to do is come back to our interest here and then take the longs. AED interesting. The daily shifted. I do count this level, this thing right here, to show you our structure because the price did this. The snake changed his head, did this, and I mean, so this is basically structure. If you don't understand how to see structure, you can use this line chart. You can see this. So this is structure. Whenever the snake moves his head and goes to another direction, I'll count it as structure. The data is bearish, really nice. The 4 hour is bearish as well. I want to pull back and I take the sales. And so those are the trades I'm interested into. So yeah, that's what's up. And if you are interested into my Telegram, which is free, I can see my trades, everything. So right now we are in a three week losing streak. I've lost 3 trades, zero break even. I don't break even, and zero losses, zero wins for now on. But maybe if we win the next trade, we'll probably erase all the losses. So here it is. I mean liquidate it. I'm gonna put the link right under the video. If you're interested, let me know. Peace. Have a nice trading week.